was going to go on the Giants. Sean Horst. So you said AP? Interesting.
Yeah, against the ships in the test sail, the AP seemed to work. Okay. Seemed to create the most explosions and cause quicker kills, but I don't know. I think the HE is probably still the best anti-Scharnhorst weapon. I really don't know yet.
Let's start that.
Are you streaming to YouTube?
Yeah, I put it onto YouTube. Got the Sean Horse. I'll spawn into that. Just use.
So there is a little bit of a wait time, but it's 30 seconds maybe before you can get a plane. I thought it was going to be, minutes so that people couldn't just come and
it seems it's quite quick, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm already in an aircraft.
Yeah.
But when I was testing before, my aircraft, once I left it, it flew around for a while, and then it sort of disappeared, and then I didn't have access to it anymore.
I wonder if I have no sound at all. Yeah, that's your plane. So you have an air combat.
Yeah.
Oh, U is also different. Oh, see, U now shows that you can take control of the ship, yeah. Oh, my ship is on fire. You shot at me.
Yeah. Somebody shot at you. That was HE.
Press U now, go back to the ship. Let's spawn close to each other on this map.
Yeah, this is one of those awful maps. Why is my plane flying straight up in the air? It goes straight up.
Go view, okay, so you get like a massive overview of the battlefield. That's how it does it. So you can just launch it and oh, that's your plan.
Yeah, AP doesn't work against Scharnhorst.
Oh, I'm shooting at you like nothing.
Use an AP?
Oh, no, for my plane. I'm shooting at yours.
Are you shooting my plane?
Yeah, but I couldn't. You seem to have more chance of shooting me than you have guns.
Mm.
Okay, so you've been shooting me for a little while, but I'm still at 94%.
Yeah, AP doesn't work against the Scharnhorst. Oh, my throttle is at 0. How'd that happen? My throttle buttons don't work, that's fine. Oh, I think I crashed.
So
yeah, I got a frozen...
The Scharnhorst is just going to be able to sail around.
I got a frozen screen. Green. The Scharnhorst seems pretty impervious to AP. I think it behaves pretty much the same way that it behaved before.
So AP gets 7 kilos of explosive. 20,
Yeah.
22 or 21.5. 16.7 SAP.
I think HE is the way to go if you're going against a heavily armored target.
Well, yeah, heavily armored. I mean, what could be interesting is probably if I just spawn in something like a normal cruiser. Will I try and do that? What if
Yeah.
I know what I can spawn in. Graph spec, put that in my line.
Mm-hmm.
Leave this one and then try and do the same on all these spec.
Want the game end?
No, just if you just explode yourself and then start and you're instantly back in.
Okay.
It's quicker.
What happens to the plane?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I see somebody still flying right there. That might still be flying. Mine was pretty damaged.
So I should use AP then?
Well, so now you're shooting at a graph spay, right? So
Yeah, I'll try AP.
Well, I'll say SAP.
SAP? Alright.
SAP should do the trick.
I'm gonna fire off all my my HE rounds.
So, I'll just come to a standstill here. So, not
Yeah, same thing.
getting to a halt. So I'll just have my side to.
Alright, so SAP. I'm gonna try right turret front here. That should be all 9.
Didn't hit much.
Got a bit of pen into the turret elevator.
Yeah.
A little bit, not total pen. See now.
It
Yeah.
should be a heavy cruiser destroyer.
Yeah, got into your fuel tank there. So I am getting some pen with SAP.
I'm down to 76% crew. Well,
Yeah.
okay,
That was SAP. So
that'll work.
that was at snipe. I think I sniped basically right into the ammo.
No, no, spec. Try again.
Yeah. That was SAP. So,
Yeah,
try AP.
yeah.
The first round is SAP, so I'm just going to fire that off here. So the only thing that I'd really want to know is if I fire AP at the ammo elevator, or right at the magazine, is it actually going to explode enough?
The whole thing is about penetration, right? You only have to have enough penetration to penetrate. There was no point over penetrating and go out to the outside, so therefore you better.
Yeah.
AP is going to keep it nothing. So that was my fun turret.
Yeah, and it turned to black actually, but there was no explosion.
Using SAP, right?
AP. Use SAP when I ammo racked you, and I'll ask.
So your AP.
Yeah. I'll go with the rear turret this time. It definitely has a lot of pen. I mean, it's just chopping right through that armor.
That's
That was a little high.
yeah,
So you can't fire now, right?
Nope. Well, nope. I'm still both red.
Well, that's nothing about... I mean, a destroyer can do that to the graph.
Yeah.
That might have been a little low. I think, yeah, it just doesn't have enough explosive content.
Sap is definitely the way to go. You only have
But for some reason in the test sale, the AP, I actually... Maybe I just had a lucky hit on the battleship.
Could be.
Did you see that explosion there? Was that like a secondary explosion or something?
Don't know. I'm done.
It's from AP. That was definitely an ammo rack. So AP can still do it. It's just
not as efficient. So
in these two
again.
tests.
I spawn again, and you try and go back to SAP and see how you get along.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
see your AP somewhere.
Yeah, I emptied them. All right, so SAP is loading.
It's a little plane on the spare as well. Possible forward.
Is the mod there?
No.
Not quite enough penetration on that.
So what I'm curious about is if I spawn in the something like the or the player's movement and I kill you throughout, so that's probably this other test I want to say.
From this distance?
Yeah. Because last time, you know, the Shanghai was pretty resistant. I think SAT definitely wins here.
Yeah, and I was pretty much just firing at the waterline that time. I didn't really pull back much.
I'll go back to hangar, and so I can change nation.
Change to Hyuga? So I would probably go HE then.
Okay. So you're still in the mission. I might just be.
It ended.
Okay. Oh, okay. No, it joined it, so. If you just joined straight away, it should hold it.
It joined me automatically.
Okay. Because before this, when I did the first test against, I can do that in the armor testing after. It had some really weird. Certain bits was like could first pin at 2000. It's like that doesn't make any sense.
Gonna turn and stop here.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go straight HE because we kind of figured that was the way the Scharnhorst needs to battle against the heavier battleships. Although I shouldn't say heavier. I have the biggest displacement of anything in the game now.
Actually, you are the heaviest. Heavier than this
And
one.
the
I mean,
biggest.
They're pretty similar in terms of weight, but...
But for some reason, these guns just don't... Well, like I said, I did blow up one of those battleships in the test sail with AP shot, but it was a plunging shot from 11.5K.
Okay, so put you on fire. That's all it did. I mean, that is the sap round.
Yeah.
Didn't we have it so the Schoenhorst actually won over there?
Yeah. It did.
Just trying to shoot at your front two turrets at the moment. See him down to 86%?
I'm down to 88.
Oh, I did get your front turret of that one.
Yeah, I lost a turret.
Your reloads are quicker. I'm like taking ages to reload.
They're not so quick now, and also the aiming system is bugged. Taking a long time to fix this turret.
An expert crew in there, basically.
Expert, yeah.
Okay.
Not ace though.
No, but
Like a level 40.
Yeah. It's gonna use SAP AP afterwards, but AP and this one here. I mean,
No.
It's not pen, but it's like fillers. Right. Am I quiet to you in the stream?
What's that?
Well, you hear me on Discord, of course, so I guess I'm
Yeah.
Let's see if I can turn up a bit. Okay, well, you are definitely
Yeah.
feeling over now.
Yeah, that's done.
It's done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we do one more test where I just try and use AP.
Yeah, I might try to ammo rack the Hugo.
Yeah.
with the AP rounds.
Okay. I'm just gonna find my audio input capture.
We pretty much had discovered last time that those 14-inch were good at poking holes in the Scharnhorst. And like sinking it was how it was going to die, you know, not as opposed to blowing up.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully that's better. I'm fiddling with audio settings. If you just spawn in again, I guess.
I did. I'm here.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen you. All right.
Is that the Marlboro?
No, it's still.
That's the Hugo.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. That's a good point actually. We should test with Marlboro as well. With so now I just fired those shells away just so I can go straight AP. So the AP and the Hugo has 13 kilos of filler, right? But you're 8 kilometers away, so Penn should be even at 30 degrees, 377 millimeters. This should be more than sufficient.
Yeah, it should be.
Should be, right? So let's see if fire over that and see what happens. Okay. So all I got was
a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe I overshot a little bit. I set it, you know, directly on the limit. I changed a little bit. Let's try again. Okay, so I got the front gun again, and I got the second one yellow, I think.
No, second one's still good.
Second one is still good. Okay. Come up with yellow to me, so I mean maybe it's just.
Yeah, and mine
okay.
is the bridge is no good, but the second gun's still fine.
Still waiting for my view.
You're not at 46% though.
Yes, I didn't respawn or.
Oh, it's the same ship.
Same ship. Yeah.
Now my second turret is
okay.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna be mean now and shoot on your aft turret and see if I can disable that as well. But the thing is, normally
the front turret's back.
Yeah, in the Scharnhorst you would be going full tilt in speed. You know, speed is your friend in that ship, right?
Very much so, yeah.
Unless you're taking in water, right? So you would go for, you would be hard to hit. You got reasonable maneuverability. Well, I didn't do too much to you. I think I might have damaged your plane by the looks of it.
Oh, did you blow the plane away?
Yeah.
And the plane looks alright. Oops. I ended up firing a torp.
Okay. And I will definitely die. Torp works, so at least that's what we found out.
No, I didn't mean to. It's the space. It'll take a while to get there.
Okay, Ron, thanks for letting me know. I still think SAP is best. Just because of the high filler.
AP is just not doing anything to the Hugo. I'm surprised actually, but I'm actually not even sure where the holes are in the Hugo anymore.
You know, I'm shooting AP at you, but I think the SAP was better.
Yeah, the SAP worked way better.
Yeah.
I'm still pretty healthy. I think it's pretty tough to snipe from here to try to get the Hugo ammo rack, you know.
I'm gonna try and fire midships now because I just went front and back. Well, I'm just gonna see what happens when I just land in the middle somewhere. have one gun that is loading slowly. Not quite a full broadside, but at least you got from 5 barrels or 10 barrels, would I say. Yeah, you're 79%. I mean, I had you killed before, didn't I? With
yeah, with SAP, pretty much
right.
it was game over.
Let us jump
mean,
out of this and do another test. And this time I'll bring the Marlboro and just using HC, right? Because that got the biggest HC filler, and just see how that works. Okay, return to hangar.
I got to get out of the way of my dead Scharnhorst.
Well, if we go back, then the map will end, and so if you just, and then it should spawn.
Yeah, I just have to like go a little forward. Oh wait, it says no active players.
Yeah, if you just exit out, if you return to the thing, then we'll sort of.
I'll return to the hangar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not all that surprised that the Hugo's Alpha Strike can kill the Scharnhorst by sinking it, as opposed to blowing it up, because it's just, those are big guns, you know. Those are just big guns.
Alright, so I'm ready as well. So we're going to go in with this one. So I got the Marlboro here.
I'm not sure if I should try SAP or just stick with HE, which seemed to work better.
I think HE is your best bet, right? Because it just has. Yeah, I don't know. I think that would be what I would go with, because in anything but a battleship, you're just gonna do a massive amount of impact with.
The SAP or AP.
Yeah, high explosive. Yeah, high explosive, I think, is your friend on anything but battleships. Maybe in heavy cruisers, SAP. Maybe. You know, the thing is, your round of HE, right, still penetrates something like 76 millimeter of armor, I think.
I think that's only at 1K.
No, I think that's at any range.
Oh, that's just overpressure though, right?
Yeah. So if I look at my...
so that's kind of a false number.
If I look at my high explosive on the Marlboro, right, any range, 96 millimeter. So I'm just going to fire the first shot out into nothing, because that's what's slow to sap. Okay. 22 seconds, and then I should be able to fire some hits. Then we're on 92. Okay, first salvo incoming. So this is high explosive, but you know, with a big filler.
Already leaking.
That didn't seem to do that much to you.
I'm already leaking now.
Okay. It's just, you know, in my picture, it wasn't doing that much.
Yeah, I'm already having to put out the leak, patch the holes up.
And you see, when you start having to deal with pumping out stuff, I mean, then your repair crew gets busy with that, right?
Well, for this test, I just have all 3 on auto. I would never sit here and broadside with it, you know, so I'd be running and hiding. Yep, 90. And fire.
I'll just fire in the middle of the ship. See if I can take some crew out maybe. So compared to the Hugo with SAP, which one do you think is more lethal?
No, seems less. Although it's putting a bigger hole in the ship.
It's definitely got your chimney out over.
Well, the only way I'm going to survive this is stop repair. I might even have to stop putting the fire out.
Okay, I need to move it a little bit. Don't start without. Must have.
You're also angled.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I'm just gonna correct that. I'm gonna move forward, but just so I can turn basically. Okay, should be almost coming to a stop again. Well, not as effective as the Hugo SAP.
No, the Hugo seemed to have more of an alpha strike. I guess it's 12 versus 10 guns, maybe? Or the fact that they're slightly bigger?
Yeah, could be. I mean, the SAP on this one here is not bad. Got 53 kilos of, so could switch to that. I'm gonna give one more round. In fact, I'll try and switch to SAP. Just reload it there. So that's my last HE shot. I'm gonna put SAP in instead. But in terms of firepower, I think that Hugo definitely has it, no doubt about it, compared to this one. I was just curious because of the individual shell had a really high amount of ice.
Well, I'm down to 77% buoyancy.
Hmm. Load SAP, I'm gonna try and aim for your front guns,
Alright.
or front turrets.
I have more crew than you, though. So, in theory, could win this if I can stay afloat. I've gotten up to 99%. This is another issue with the dev server. I shouldn't have gone from 77 to 99% in the snap of a finger like that. So, I think once we get to the live server, we might find slightly different response.
But I'm down to 42% crew here, so you're winning.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm at 81% now, and I got full buoyancy, so some of these tests are a little outliery.
Either that, or we just don't notice it when we are on the main server, because there's so many other ships and stuff like that, so you never know where damage is coming from, right?
Could be.
I don't think my sap is overly.
No, it didn't have the same effect as the Hugo.
No. Well, there's really only one ship to test after this one.
Well, yeah, that's the ultimate sap. I don't think the PK.
Well, the ultimate
really,
sap ought to be the Hugo, right? Technically.
No, I mean the PK is magic. You know,
Yeah, it got Russian
special magic.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to play the game the way they have it. You can't just, hope that it's going to be more realistic when they've clearly set the game modes the way they want it.
Well, you're winning this engagement.
Well, I'm using both my primaries and my secondaries, and just HE. That's not. I think that's gonna be how you play this ship against the big hitters. You know,
How much secondaries
anything
do
that's
you
really
actually
heavily
get on
armored.
that?
Say what?
How many secondaries do you get on that?
I've got 4 on you, and one of them's out, so there's 3. And then there's another set on the other side. So I believe they're 6-inch, but I'm not sure. I'm controlling both of them. I haven't let the AI control any of them.
Yeah.
This is how I play the Eugen. This is pretty much going to be like how the Eugen should have been.
Okay, I'm out of crew members, so I'm gonna go down.
I'm still doing good. Except for the fact that the gun elevation numbers just keep going zippity, 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 and it won't settle down no matter what I do.
Well, you hit reasonably well.
Yeah, I gotta try to ignore them, I guess.
My last shot, because I look like I am well.
Yeah, you've got almost nothing left above water.
I have
Yeah.
got my chimney as a snorkel now.
Yeah, and the thing about the Scharnhorst is you're not likely to cause me to just spontaneously explode.
No.
So I still have 66% crew, and I'm working on getting back to full buoyancy.
All right. Well, I'm gonna return to the hangar again and change to Russia. We'll see how the PK vary.
I don't think the Scharnhorst will defeat the PK ever, but I guess we'll see. I think it can kill the Hugo, but it's going to be a matter of either you get lucky and you blow it up with a good strike, or they just don't happen to punch enough holes in to sink you. You know.
Well, let's go. Last test.
What's the crew count on the Marlborough?
Ooh, can't remember. It's reasonable, it's decent.
I do want to see if the Scharnhorst can take a torpedo. I don't think it can if it's 4 meter. I can't remember if it was Fly or someone else that was streaming, got hit by 4 torpedoes from a Scharnhorst in a Scharnhorst, and nothing happened. So I'm assuming they were 1 meter depth, and they just went into the armor belt instead of killing it. But who knows? I know we already know that one of the torpedoes from the Scharnhorst will kill the PK, which is another thing to keep in mind, that this will be the battleship that everyone is going to keep their torps in, opposed to like some of the older ones where you just don't even bother.
But also because you're fast, right? You can get to places, and you can direct the torpedoes, which you can't do in anything else.
Right. I don't know how many I've got. Oh, 8.
Yeah, so you got 4 per side, but you got only 3 launchers, right? So you
4 plus a reload on each side.
I think that's pretty much how it.
Is this the sap?
Yeah, it's a 7 coming now. The first shot was Haiti. It's gonna be very interesting when they get it for real. I mean, obviously they have already tinkered with the battle rating, right?
Yeah, I think they probably did the right thing, because this thing just doesn't hit hard enough to be a... You know, that last thing, I probably could have done that too with a Cleveland if I had stayed alive long enough. Maybe even faster with a Cleveland. You know, all those 6-inch shells raining down on you would have decrewed eventually, with the way the damage model is in this game.
Seem to be doing a bit more damage now, I'm in the PK.
Yeah, of course. I would be very surprised if it were otherwise.
It's a Russian special shell. Only put you on fire though.
I think I'm only firing... Oh, the guns are out of sync, that's why.
I mean, as a last test after this, we could try you in the PK and me in the QG and just see if...
See if damage is still the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, you never really know though. I mean, sometimes a Hugin can one-shot the PK, but...
Well, exactly. So if that happens, we kind of think, okay, well, that's back to how it always is. If it doesn't happen at all, then we know they have changed something somewhere. Well, then it'll be a change their flight.
Well, usually the PK is the one that one-shots the Hugin.
Yes. Quite often. I mean, had you been a normal cruiser, you would have been gone for a long time.
Probably after 1 or 2 shots. This thing has got the best armor in the game, bar none. There's nothing that has armor like this. One of my guns is misfiring, like. I think I would have done more damage to you with a Helena if you weren't shooting at me.
Yeah, maybe. Well, you probably have a higher rate of fire in there. You know, you'll have that. You'll be able to do spam more HC, for sure.
Yeah. The last few have been sat, but they're not doing anything.
So I mean, I'm hitting you, I'm getting you down, right? But it's
30% crew.
Yeah, but it's not the normal sort of 3
No, it's not the OP one-shot kill. Always
exactly.
get to the ammo that the PK does.
Oh, did you just freeze there for a second?
Is anybody watching your stream?
Yeah, we sort of have between, I think we've got 2 at the moment. We've been up to 7. So. It's probably not so interesting to watch long-term testing, but it's quite nice to know roughly what it would be like, right? So.
Yeah, if people are interested in playing Battleship, I'm sure they're going to be interested in seeing how this works. I mean, the thing I find most interesting about this is it's just so hard to kill the Scharnhorst. If I had guns that actually were commensurate with the Battleship, you know, like the 15-inch guns on the Gneisenau, which I think is the same basic hull, it would be a different game right now. Yeah. I think this would be about even, or maybe even like favor the Gneisenau. Because it really does seem like bore size is important.
Oh, you're on 18. You're suffering a bit.
Oh, I've been suffering.
And I'm still on a 72% crew over
Yeah.
here. Definitely got
this
more
is
staying power than the Hugo.
Yeah. Well, the Marlboro was the one that went down the quickest.
Marlboro, but ask kind of how I would rate them as well, right? PK.
I would usually rate them the other way around.
Hugo, and then.
Just based on my experience with killing them using the PK. I find the Hugo is the least scary.
The Hugo tend to be a bit more of a glass cannon, right? You know, you can bang it down quite quickly.
Yeah, you can kill it pretty easily, and occasionally it'll just blow you away in one shot.
Yeah. Oh, well. Okay.
So I did get a few more crew off of your ship, but
yes, I'm down to
I'm gonna
69.
Die pretty soon, I think.
It's about time you have your demise.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna go quietly, and that's the thing with the Scharnhorst.
Yes.
Of course, by now, if I actually were moving, I'd be out of range. So.
Well, I think that lies in its defense, right? It got the speed to be able to get out of the way.
I also have smokes.
Yeah, especially with the plane, right? Because
yeah, I have one from the ship too.
You got one for the ship too, so you got that. Plus that it's going to take time to reacquire you as a target. Because a lot of people are just going to move on to the next one, right? Because that's just more simple. So,
do you really want to spend all of your game trying to grind down one ship when you can just be shooting at, 10 different bots?
Yep, that is exactly what's going to happen. They're all going to go body to body, and then they're just going to leave you alone.
Yep.
Okay.
Not enough free crew members for repair.
Yeah, I reckon Scharnhorst at 6.3 3 that is listed as now is going to be...
It's about right.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a competitive ship.
Yeah.
And also what you're going to have is all the players that are grinding are going to get it quick, right? So therefore it's also going to... There we went. Scharnhorst down. 60, but it's only got 61% crew left in this.
Yeah, so against the PK, that's... The PK drivers are going to be a little bit scared of the Scharnhorst.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think.
Okay. Well, if you go in the PK, I'll change to the Hugo
All right.
and we'll see how that goes. So, see what that looks like in a new world. Ready in the Hugo, you're ready in that. Start. Let's go.
PK versus Hugo, you said?
So I will use...
Just use primary guns only then. Okay. Gotta remember to use SAP. I know this dev server, all the presets are screwed up. So. My usual loadouts are backwards. I always have SAP as my number 1.
But at least they generally load up your everything, so you go.
Well, there are 4 choices on this ship. The one I'm not using is a stock HE.
Yeah. Okay, so there you are.
So SAP would be choice 3. Now I just gotta fire all my HE out.
Okay, I'm on the side. That's an H for halting.
I'm gonna just do a little wasted HE shot here.
Okay. Right, so you've got the right thing loaded. We'll do a little countdown, then we'll start firing and see how we go.
Yeah, I'm still loading, but got the right thing anyway. Coming to a stop.
Okay.
All loaded.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, fire. Let's go. Like mine didn't quite hit you or landed. I think they landed too much in front of you. Yeah, I can tell your reload is just a little bit quicker than mine.
I got about 28-second reload, I think. Got a turret out.
I'm down to 68%. So compared to normal, still about the same, right? It's not
Yeah, from this is a hard distance with battleships.
Yeah.
It's not enough to get the deck plunge, and it's...
But that's also another thing you're not going to get so easily with a new one, even if the distance is higher, right? Because shells are going to get there quicker.
Yeah.
So the fall is not going to be as much.
Yeah.
They're not going to land quite the same way. They're going to land more from the side.
I'm mostly just hitting your armor.
you in the front again. Just waiting for that reload. Shells coming in. The landed short a little bit.
Yeah. I was trying to get him to dive a little. But I guess landed a little short.
We're gonna try and slightly overshoot on you just to see what happens. Might just follow them in. Okay, slightly overshoot. There we go.
That was a good hit.
That was a good hit. I'm down to 45.
Mm-hmm.
That seemed to work. It almost seemed to work slightly better over hitting you.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they've done something to the water, you know, where the water actually...
The what? Like you can't get the diving hits anymore?
Yeah, that's what I wonder.
Yeah, I think that's what people were usually counting on, that they could do the diving hit and go underneath the belt.
Hit underneath the belt, right? So if that stops, then...
You're sinking.
Yeah, I am.
Now I can actually pen the deck.
Yeah, of course, because I'll be leaning over, right?
Hmm. This is kind of normal, I'd say.
Mm.
That went right through the deck.
Normal.
I saw it happen.
Yeah, that's definitely normal. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a reasonable
That's,
conclusion.
I'd say
right?
fairly normal, but I think you might be onto something with the no more diving hits.
Yeah, I think no more diving hits, so maybe shoot slightly above, just so you definitely get something on the deck and what have you. Okay, well, I think that's good enough for a test.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go back to the regular server because I still got to try to get 4 best squad for a... I got a best squad, not a challenge, like task. Got to see if anybody from the squadron wants to squad so that I can get that best squad thing.
Yeah, I'm just going to get out of this one. I'm just going to do one more thing. I'm just going to look at the Germany, where it is in the research tree, right?
Yeah, check out the
Oh, so that's completely different.
repair
now.
cost. See
Right.
how they're a little different now?
Okay, yeah, so Schoenhorst repair cost 31,800 here, right? If I look
Wasn't it 20 something before?
No, it was, I think it might have gone up slightly. It was definitely 30,000. Paris Commuter, that's exactly the same, 38,400. That's the normal that I pay on the
Paris
other
for
one.
me is 48,000.
Yeah, and Hugo is 80,000, so that's normal. Great Britain,
Okay.
Marlborough, 54. I think that's correct. I'm not sure. I think that is what we are looking at. And actually, for 31,800, I mean, compared to some of the heavy cruisers, right? I mean, obviously not the premiums that cost nothing, but normal heavy cruisers, that's okay. I mean, if I compare it to the Spey, it's 18,200. You know which one you rather would be in for another 12,000 repair, right?
Yep.
So yeah.
I'm just wondering if they usually have that extra 10% of RP that you get from playing the ship directly before it in the line. I was planning on playing the Kaiser anyway because it's more survivable than the Thunder.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
I actually
Well,
have
if you
it.
got no more testing that involves another player, I'm gonna delete the dev server and go back to the normal one.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong limit. So what the hell? I only had 100 millimeters armor, but I was looking at the graph spay. I was like, what's going on? Okay.
So
Yeah. Go on.
the Sharnos only has 31k of repair costs.
Yes,
Yeah, and that's spaded.
that's spaded.
So,
That
yeah.
makes me quite happy. That might mean there is a battleship I can play without going bankrupt.
What you always find with the Guardian, right, when they first bring out any new vehicle, right, the repair cost is always very reasonable because they sort of do a normalization. Sky, can you try not to eat your microphone?
Give me a second.
So with the Schornhorst, yeah, that you will find. So getting the Schornhorst early and spading it early is really important. If you do that, then you are in a good state. Then you can play it for a while until they normalize it or do other things with it. But I think it's going to be a great ship for the BR. I mean, occasionally you'll get into a 6-3 battle, right? So it'll be good for that.
Okay.
Let me just see X-ray here. So that's still the same.
I'm currently like 40k into the Wundertan. So is that a reasonable amount of progress now?
Well, so 30,
How much left?
that you got
I think 200, 190, something of that order.
Yeah, I mean,
So once you obtain the Wundertan, you can just use the Wundertan to get the Scharnhorst now. You don't have to get the Kaiser anymore.
That's really nice.
If you really want to speed it up, you should put a talisman on the Wundertan. That would.
I also have the Karlsruhe, and I'll get Prince Eugen if they put it on discount. So that might work too.
Yes,
but you still have to have the Wundertan in order to get the Scharnhorst.
Oh yeah, I know. But I mean, I don't need the talisman because I have the 2 premium.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. And I mean, that's a very, very strong combination to have those 2 premiums because they're both 5.7s. They cost you nothing to play, literally. You know, the repair cost of those is like nothing, right?
I don't have the Eugen yet. I do have the Karlsruhe, and there's a lot of matches now where I just play the Karlsruhe, start to win and get like 80, 90k.
Yes.
Silver Lions, and then 15k RP and just play one
also,
ship, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, and also that will give you, because it's just the rank above the gold one, it gets, full RP.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even bother with the Wundertan. I would just use the Karlsruhe to literally just grind through and get the Schornhorst. That's
but you will have to buy the Wundertan.
I know.
You just won't have to put a crew in it.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you just get the Schornhorst, and then you're good. So that works.
I'm kind of happy I chose for the German Tech Tree one that, like, when Naval started.
Yeah. I think the Scharnhorst will be fun to play with the planes and
it will be
all that.
Be a good thing to have a go at, for sure.
It will be lovely to have something that can keep itself alive and also like hurt cruisers a lot.
Well, you did see me kill the Hugo with it.
No, I joined just after that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's on Gunship's YouTube, so there'll be a.
Oh, I'm subscribed to that, so
be able to replay that. Yeah,
it will pop up in my subscription list.
Or not the Hugo. I killed the. What was the other one? The Marlboro.
So one thing I was wondering.
Yeah.
If you compare,
actually killed a Scharnhorst quicker than anything. If
you compare the penetration of the Scharnhorst AP gun, how does it compare with the AP pen of the Marlboro and of the Hyuga?
Poorly.
Because it's the Scharnhorst guns are newer. So
it was not working very well against the battleships.
It's the pen you're looking at. If you look at the modification here, right? So if you're looking at AP, so let's say a realistic range is 10,000 meter. Let's say it's 30 degrees, 331, right? So remember 331. And then we'll go to Marlboro because that's the one you're talking about.
That's probably around 500, I think, 450.
At 10,000?
No, 10,000 is 370. So, but that is about 40 more, right? Roughly.
Mm.
So that's what you're looking at. It's
a 10% difference.
I think what you do with the Scharnhorst is you go in and you focus fire on anything that is not a battleship, and you annihilate that because your rate of fire is fast, right? And your
you also have these 15 centimeter guns on your sides.
Yeah. And your high explosive have 76 millimeter of pen at any distance with 21 kilograms of TNT. I mean, that will take down cruisers, destroyers like butter. That would be great for that.
That will just... Yeah.
And then you just help other battleships take down other battleships. I think that's the way to play that ship. That's certainly the way I think.
Unless it's far enough away that you can get a deck plunge with your AP rounds.
Well, that's the thing.
There's a lot of luck in that too.
Yeah. What are y'all discussing?
Well, I'm streaming at the moment, so just looking at the dev server, because they moved the Scharnhorst to a different location, so it's now
I know.
researchable after the Wanderton.
We just did another test of the Scharnhorst versus various heavy-duty battles.
Look at that AA, right? I mean, it's pretty good.
If you had to choose gunship, you could own one of the following four ships: PK, Scharnhorst, Marlborough, or Hyuga. Which one would you choose?
PK.
He has all of them.
Okay, and
PK.
if we remove the PK from the equation.
Now you're talking. I think Scharnhorst might go quite high.
I'd pick the Scharnhorst because I think it'd have more fun.
Yeah, it's more fun. So yeah, but I mean, this is pretty.
But then
good as well.
it's hard to answer that because it's not live yet. Yeah. You don't know what it'll be like in game.
Yeah, definitely. But if you had to choose between the Marlborough and the Hyuga.
But if you look at the amount of smoke you can put out, they made the smoke smaller. Look at that. The smoke used to be a really, really long line, and it's not anywhere near as long now.
From the aircraft?
Yeah.
I'm not watching the stream. Let me put that back on.
Where can I watch your stream? Because I can't see it.
YouTube.
YouTube stream. Sorry, I thought it was.
If you go down to self-promotion, I got a link down there.
Gunship, I'm really curious. Can you retrieve float planes?
No.
They tried landing it. Doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it didn't do anything. Unless they have. Could have changed that, of course. So the idea is normally you would, land sort of next to your ship, right? And then you would have a crane or something that would pick it up. That would be a cool thing to do.
Yeah, I think one of the other YouTubers tried that and basically was right underneath the crane and nothing happened.
What happens if you bomb your own ship? Is it friendly fire or does it actually do damage?
Friendly fire, but it's only a 100-pound bomb.
I'm waiting for my smoke to come out here, so I can.
Is it still just Scharnhorst with float planes in the dev server?
No, the Cleveland and the Helena have them, and a few other American. It does, but you broke your float cell.
Yeah, no.
They have the mod and you can test it, but the plane that comes out is the same German plane, and you don't actually see the plane on your ship yet. So they haven't added the models in the American.
It would be pretty neat if they would.
But the mod is there in those ships.
If we would get the modernized version of the IC, and then with like special torpedo planes or something.
It's a very beautiful ship. I do like it.
It is.
That's the main reason I want to get Scharnhorst, is because it's a beautiful ship. It's
and have you noticed the camouflage on it is pretty good as well in terms of standard?
Is that even camo or is that just the?
Well, it is a camo.
It is a camo. You can see it on the aft. There's like slight pattern.
There's
if you look at it,
light
it's a camouflage.
and then darker, and then light up here.
So if you J out of your plane, then the plane is just gone for good?
Yeah, I think you just get the one of them. At least you do here. I don't know if that you will spawn another one. I mean, it depends. I mean, they used to carry more than one, right? Sometimes they were just like packed up and they could just take them and assemble them and stuff like that.
Oh, in real life?
Yeah, in real life, I think some of them carried like, I was going to say 20 planes, some of them, but quite a lot of planes.
I don't think battleships.
I think some of the British
I
battleships had like at least a couple of
I know
just
the
planes.
Bismarck only carried 4 planes.
Yeah.
4 float planes.
3-4 is the usual. The Japanese cruisers were the ones that carried more because the float planes were supposed to be the scout planes for the fleet. And then you had the Yuga, the refitted Mogami, and the Tone classes, which actually had a larger complement of them.
I still
what do
want
you
to
think
see
will be
what
the use,
happens
though,
when
of
you
that
fire a
float plane?
torpedo at the Scharnhorst.
That was a shit show. Interesting.
Gunship,
if they're 4 kilometers, it would not be good.
Gunship, I have a question for you. Can you go into the customization file of the Scharnhorst and see if you can pull its skin file?
Oh yeah, I need to do that.
Are you going to try to make a skin already?
I'm considering it. It's going to be one of the few only German skins I ever do.
Camouflage. Create a skin.
Do you have a skin for any boats?
It
Me?
has. It has.
Yeah. Like little boats?
I have a single boat skin, and that's for the Peacock. I fucking hate coastal vessels, so I don't like making skins for them.
Oh. Does it work on the Orla?
The other one you want is
I mean with a few testing.
Do you want one for the Wilkinson as well?
I think I'll pick up. How much is the Wilkinson gonna cost?
60.
It was less than 2,000. I think it might have been closer to 1,000.
I think I'll hold off on Wilkinson.
I think it was like 1,200 or something.
Can you check if it uses the same skin file as Mitcher again? I'm actually curious because some of them do have overlapping.
Yeah, how much does it cost?
It doesn't say. 2 different files, but I mean, it could be that they're overlapping quite a lot. Who's the other one that got a Japanese got a new ship, didn't they?
They got a destroyer.
I don't make skins for Japan.
That one there, Hara, whatever.
Harukaze?
Yeah.
If you want a Japanese skin, go talk to someone else.
I mean, if they are going to release the Fuso, then I might well have to grind the Japanese line because that ship is beautiful.
I
have lots of fun playing the Mikuma.
I've sworn off ever playing the Japanese.
Why?
So there's this guy in our Discord server it's part of the server lore, and he's a hardcore Japanese hero boo. And he's basically just shut me off from ever wanting to play Japan.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think it's going to be very interesting with the Scharnhorst, how it fares. I think it's going to be, because a lot of sort of say, inverted commas, good players are going to get it early, right? So it's going to seem good in the start, for sure. It's the start is to get it. So I'm going to grind it full tilt to start off.
Me too. I'm going to try to get it quick.
Same.
Yeah.
I just need to get the Thunder.
I have a little vacation during that time, so I probably won't wait till I get home.
I've got a holiday coming up in like 2 weeks, so I can then like spend 1 or 2 weeks grinding my ass off and get the chip.
I need to go.
Well, my girl wouldn't like it if I spent all my time on the laptop while we're visiting.
I need to finish grinding Vonderton soon.
She will need to understand the needs of the man to have his ship.
I mean, I'm a student that's barely 21, and I don't have a girlfriend, so that's easy.
The Wilkinson looks pretty neat in terms of the camera on it.
I honestly love the skin I made for the Misher.
Yeah.
Who wants to squad up in the regular server? I need to get some best squad.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. I'm not home.
All right. Well, that might be doable. One thing. Last thing I was doing was armor penetration. Why can't I do that? There we are. Protection analysis. So say we are the Japanese.
Be right back.
By the way, Gunship, I do have plans for your Christmas skin.
Oh, that sounds good. And
I know
Christmas skins
exactly
has
what
to
I'm
be
considering.
Christmas skins has to be nice. You know that, don't you?
But you didn't like my Halloween skin?
The Halloween skin was not good.
It was my best skin ever. Don't you lie to me, Gunship.
It was terrible. Okay, so let's see if we can shoot at this.
Do you think that float plane on the Sharnos will actually have any practical use?
What
Yes.
plane?
Oh yes, definitely.
Outing.
If nothing else, for creating smoke. Secondly, for being able to go and cap a point early on. You know, you can fly up, and
Yeah.
that's going to be a little fight for planes trying to do that. So yes, I think that you're going to see that that being a thing. I mean,
So if you're shellfish, you just save the plane for like setting a smoke screen, bombing someone, and getting out. And if you're for the team, you can try cap a zone. It's interesting.
it's actually really hard to pen. I mean, I'm shooting with a Hugo, right, at 10,000 meters. Let's
Why don't you switch to Russian bullshit rounds?
okay, fine. So we're gonna switch to Russia, right? And Hugo, not Paris Comuna, and we're gonna use the SAP round because that's a Russian bullshit round, right?
Yes.
That we know. Good. And we're gonna be close. Say we have 5,000 meters. Okay. Shoot there. It didn't damage anything. Penetration possibly low. Didn't do anything.
Okay.
You see, it's
I'm back.
actually not at all easy to hit any part of this ship. What about in the front? Go straight front. I mean, normally you don't shoot like that. Try that.
So anyone want to squad in the regular server?
If you get Gunship to play with it and defend, and if you get Gunship to play with his Sevastopol, I will. Because I
Yeah,
need to
sure.
grind. I need to finish grinding the Vonderton.
All right. Well, we will change over. I'll keep the
We
stream
both
going.
have that ship, so there'll be two of us. It was Sevastopol.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. I'll go in on that and have a few games. Why not? Changing over to regular. I wonder if the stream can keep running.
I figure with three of us, best squad will be pretty much a win.
Yeah, we don't want to be more than three because then we never get a game.
Yeah.
We've gotten plenty of games of 4-man.
Oh, I've only got 3 hours left on a 500% RP. You know what? I should play a coastal game. Well, I'm waiting for you to change over.
Well, I'm kind of locked in now.
Yeah. I mean, just use my 500 booster and RP boost here.
Okay, Russia, here we are. Big Navy.
Do you think the Russian cruisers are any decent gunship
The Russian.
cruisers?
I like the Zheleznikov.
Well, I did my whole grind of the Russian tech tree, right, using what was it called? The Maxim Gorky. Because I got that ship from an event. I think it was an event they had. Yeah. You can see it says Event Vehicle Operation Summer, right? So I got that, and I had no ship in the Russian line, and I just played that ship non-stop. And the good thing about that ship is quite good at bow tanking. So I just went straight on targets with that, and I got a lot of kills with that. That pretty much got my entire Russian lineup. You see, I don't have the premium. I just did everything with the Maxim Gorky.
I have the Celestikov. I can't pronounce that stupid Russian word. The Vorshilov and the Maxim Gorky.
Right. Did you want an invite? Okay.
Yes, I did.
All right, there we go.
I gotta play this one coastal battle, so I can use my 500% here.
Okay.
For it.
Well, we'll have a game in this then, and you can join us.
Yeah.
Done. Right, if you're ready, let's go.
I didn't realize it was going to expire like in a few hours.
Liberating the stream. I think the Sean horse will stay at 6-3. Actually, I don't think it's going to go up to 6-7.
I
It's
think
gonna
it will
be-
go up to 6-7.
It's going to be pretty
Personally.
potent at 6-3, I think.
Yeah, but the thing is, guys,
But
we
not
don't
OP.
quite know what's coming
I wouldn't call it
after,
OP
right?
by any means.
Yeah.
I have my suspicions it will be actually really good and that it will go up to 6-7.
I don't know.
The reason why it will go up to 6-7 is because of the players that will play it initially. That's the reason why it'll go up to 6-7. But as soon as there comes another battleship that's going to be the, flavor of the day type thing.
It's something to unseat the PK from the top spot.
The Alaska.
I'm not sure the Russians marshals are quite prepared to have something that can take them down.
You see,
Yes.
what's going to happen is the Alaska is going to get released, and then they're also going to release the Kronstadt and Stalingrad.
No.
That's my prediction of what's going to happen.
No.
I wonder what happens to the PK if they release the Bismarck.
But they're not.
If-
They're not going to. There's going to be a lot of other ships before they get to the Bismarck.
True.
Because the
Well, then they'll
Bismarck
bring out the Sovietsky Soyuz.
Because the Bismarck is the most famous battleship from Germany, right? Gotta be.
Yeah, Bismarck or Torpedoes, yeah.
But
It would be
Bismarck-
lovely to have both Bismarck and Hood in the game, and like ammo wrecker Hood with a Bismarck.
I mean, what they've done in many, for example, World of Warship, is that the Torpedoes is the premium, right?
Yeah.
My computer just froze.
You can get a Sovietsky Soyuz, I think, in World of Warship.
Yeah, tier 9, you can.
And you can get a Montana, so
Yeah.
they don't mind
mean-
having fantasy ships.
Stalingrad, Kronstadt, Soyuz.
Gunship, my thing stopped. My computer stopped working.
Okay, I'll just cancel here.
A different version of the PK, I think another class, ship of the same class is also in World of Warships as a premium.
The Gangut?
Gangut is there, but also the Nikolai, Imperator Nikolai.
Oh, is that another thing that looks like the Paris Commune?
Mm-hmm.
I
What are you
think
doing?
Gunboot and
Okay, are you
Paris-
restarting your game, or what are you doing?
My task manager is frozen. Oh, there it goes. It wasn't letting me alt tab. There it goes.
No, never mind. Imperator Nikolai has 3 forward-facing turrets.
Okay.
Isn't that like an
Okay,
Imperita Maria?
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
The funny thing is that World of Warships has a PK with 356mm guns. Which is a very potent ship.
I think the Imperatrice Maria class came after the Gangut.
Launched
Gangut.
1916, and Gangut was launched. Yeah, that's true.
See, another nation that really could do the battleship is Italy, because they only have one.
I heard it's not that good anymore.
Well, it was never that good because it didn't get the explosive filler as the Maria did, right? Even if it's technically the same ship. And funnily enough, where did the Russians buy their battleships from? Oh, that might have been Italy.
From Britain, right? The Sevastopol was made in Britain, I think, wasn't it?
I
Or
thought
the
it was made in
Gangut?
Italy.
No,
I
that
thought
was
it
the
Italy.
you're thinking about the Congo.
If you look at the layout of the Gangut and the PK classes, it's very similar to early Italian classes too. The gun layout and stuff.
Yeah, AW. I think you're thinking about the Congo, which was a battleship made for Japan by Britain.
Yeah,
Yep.
probably, yeah.
Also, the guns from the Congo were ripped off for the Issei and the Fuso classes. It would be nice to see like a Conte di Cavour class for Italy, and then the non-upgraded version.
Yeah.
They could even the Hungarian Navy also had some dreadnoughts, but I don't think there's any nation in the game you could put it under.
Well, sometimes they just stick them in together with other stuff when they do, right? That happens.
They could put it in Germany, like the what do you call it? Dreadnought, the Tegetov class.
Getting a battle in this game is annoying sometimes.
Annoying when you're playing naval.
Hmm.
I don't think you have too many issues getting battles in top tier jets or top tier tanks.
No.
We were
Try to do top tier naval.
I mean, you were here this afternoon, Gunship, and I think when we tried to get a match for like 10 minutes, and then we went in 5-7, and then we went down to 5-3, and we had a match within 3 seconds.
You poor soul! You've only waited into queue for 10 minutes. You poor innocent soul. We've waited 2 hours for a match one time.
Then you're just crazy.
That actually happened. Where we were in queue for 2 hours.
In those cases, I would just go to a lower BR or a different nation, or just.
No, we were literally just talking about random shit. The whole time basically just became a just chatting session with iNavy.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's really nice that there is actually a squadron which is based around naval.
As far as I know,
that's why I made it.
Are we the only? We're the major one, but I don't think we're the only one. But I haven't heard about any others.
I thought there was like a P Navy or something.
I think there's some Russians one and some other ones that does it. You know, you see them sometimes in groups, don't you?
There's a Russian team I see all the time. I think
that one.
ST Palm.
ST Palm. I think that's a Russian naval, or at least they have quite a few naval players, right? That's active. Because we see those. Was it AWE or AVE or something? They also did it at some point, but not as much. I think we are the only English-speaking dedicated naval.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not seeing others.
Once I get the Shanos, they also get to bring my Junker 288 with the 1,800-pound bombs. That'd be nice, dropping those on battleships.
Yeah, I got that one too. But to be honest, the Russians have their trusty PE-8.
Yeah. I wish I had time to grind all these lines, but I don't. So, I limit myself to Germany.
I literally, when I started playing naval, just did one nation after each other, and it almost just became a thing.
Early naval sucked because you had to go through the coastal fleet.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which is why, the reason why naval isn't so popular
is because that. Yeah, true. That was pain. That was hell.
I have fun playing coastal.
People can have fun playing coastal, but when it's in your way, when you want to get to, let's say you wanted to be like me and you wanted to get to Clemson, when you want that Clemson, but you have to go through this stupid PT boat that has 100,000 RP cost.
It's actually one of my most popular. My most popular videos is one I made that's called "Where Did All the Players Go for Naval," and it's specifically about that issue.
Yeah, because of that issue, it's had lingering effects on naval.
Yeah, though, like honestly, like coming back now, like after a year after they split the deck trees, they did improve quite a bit of stuff with the aiming and chips just not always dying in one shot.
That they divided them up, but I think that the costs of the boat should go down.
Oh, another thing that's killing naval is Gaijin wanting to raise everything to absurd prices. That way you have to buy a premium account if you want to play naval, pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
or a premium ship.
There's people that play it without, right? Premium.
Well, you see gunship. Not everyone's you.
No, but I mean,
Pedro somehow survives and makes silver without premium. I'm not sure how he does that.
If you're careful, you could probably do it. But if you're just a random dude who just
I think Pedro he only plays good ship, and he only plays in types of games where he has the advantage.
but he has some gold ships as well, right? Like the Helena.
Pedro plays at lower tiers too, though.
Plays what?
He plays lower tier, if I recall correctly. He plays like 5.
Well, he plays everything but battles. He plays everything from coastal up to like, you know.
He likes his Nuremberg a lot.
Mm-hmm. But he makes money and he wins a lot, but he has no premium as far as I know.
You also got Mac. Mac also plays quite a bit. I'm gonna try and queue singly just to see if I get a battle. I mean, this is ridiculous.
It's the same as the Hype and Twist this afternoon.
Mag doesn't really hop in the voice call anymore.
Actually, I have something I needed to do, which was I need to get these blimmin' torpedo kills. This swift eel. Did you do that?
Oh, I got that.
Yeah, I
it was.
I
used the Makuma for that.
And just spammed torps.
Yeah, I waited until we got into a circle jerk that was open, and I would just spam out every torpedo I had, and I would usually get 3-4 kills. And if one of them was a person, then you know, that's pretty good. So
I've been having I had a bit of fun with the PT boats, Americans, PT 811.
Well, yeah, it's got to be a rank 3. So
yeah, and then the BTD does one because it got 2 torps. There's also the F6F that got a torp, so been using that. I had a good battle in that. It's also got that new, actually from the battle pass, the PT 658.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Except it has crappy American torp.
Yeah, as long as
they only have like 100 kilograms of.
Hey, that's okay if they only have to hit a little ship somewhere else, you know.
On the bright side, guys, at least the American torpedoes actually work in this game, and not just dud.
No, they're not just the original Mark 14.
At least they're not all duds.
The Mark 13s and the boats suck, though. I mean, you can. I put 4 of them into an Eugen, didn't kill them.
I mean, I got hit with one American torpedo, I think by a Fletcher, with the Eugen, and it was an instant ammo detonation. By the way, gunship. Yeah. If you had to choose between not just the endpoint, but between grinding Japanese or British ships when coming from the German factory, which one do you think you would prefer and why?
Okay, so Germany actually sits sort of nicely between the two because German torpedoes are pretty good, right? They are pretty good. So it depends where you lean yourself more to. If you're more to torpedoes, Japan. If you're more to gun battles, I would go
America.
That was not the question here. It was
between. It was Britain versus Japan, I think.
Yeah. So I would go guns. I would go Great Britain because they actually have some very decent destroyers. People don't always
Britain at 4.7 is a lot of fun.
But I think that 4.7 Britain is pretty damn good. Especially if you can get the Mohawk and then buy the Jarvis. We've only got 2 4.7s there. Are very decent.
Thank you. I think that answers that pretty much because honestly, I can't be asked to use torpedoes. I mean, you spam them and if you get kills, fun, but gunplay is just much more fun.
They're fun.
Yeah.
You get kills after you die. You get the kill.
Yeah, but you didn't have any fun. You just hit a button and you did nothing.
Oh, it's fun. It's like bombing.
Oh, well, the bombing is definitely fun, but at least
Oh
you can
my
see the bomb
goodness!
hit.
I got a battle. Would you believe it? I better make sure I win here.
I've been abandoned.
Did you get a battle to get a torpedo kill?
Well, yes, that's a whole thing.
What the?
So I'm gonna try that.
Gunners are searching for airborne targets.
Watch naval matchmaking on stream.
Yes.
Uh,
that's
Okay.
epic.
Yeah.
that is War Thunder Naval for you.
Yeah. I mean, when playing British things, what do you really need to take into account? Like the innate weakness and the innate strength.
Be very careful when you go up against Americans because the reload rate.
the Americans will slaughter you if you get close enough. Doesn't matter if it's a Sumner, Fletcher, Farragut, Somers, Porter. They'll slaughter you.
So what you're basically saying is, if you want to grind any secondary tech tree, go America.
America is a pretty good all-round tree to go unless you're looking to play heavy cruisers, and you only got one good one, pretty much. Well, two good ones: the New Orleans and the Pittsburgh. Unless you played Operation Winter Suffer. I don't know what we Operation Wither and got the Baltimore.
Okay, well then that rules the Americans out because I like a tech tree that offers everything a little bit.
Americans have pretty good light cruisers though. Baltimore, Cleveland, Atlanta, Cleveland, Brooklyn. They're all good all-around cruisers.
You just don't have a heavy cruiser.
They're the only issue. The only good heavy cruiser they have are the New Orleans and the Pittsburgh. The treaty cruisers are just awful. Take it from a U.S. naval name.
Okay, well I guess I'll look into the United Kingdom then for a bit to see if it's worth it.
The United Kingdom does not have good heavy cruisers either.
No. Well, the London's supposed to be pretty good.
Oh.
I like the London. I also like the Kent for that matter.
I gotta go now, but I'll give it some thought. Thanks for your input and stuff.
Well, it's I would say try and stick to one nation at a time.
Oh, yeah.
Because what's really annoying is if you feel you never make any progress, right?
True.
And the way to make progress is actually to stick with one nation. So if you're currently with Germany and we know you don't have the Sean horse yet, then I would absolutely, and that's also where you got a premium vehicle in, right? So, and that's a good nation to get and use. So I would say go full tilt with that, and then you can decide afterwards what you want to do.
I started with Germany. And, he left.
I started with Germany too, but then I got annoyed by getting killed with planes, so I switched to America.
I switched to Russia, and then followed up with America. So now I have Germany, Russia, America, and I'm getting pretty far into Britain.
I love my Americans. I'm waiting for the day we get the Alaska. 'Cause I know it's coming. But I'm just waiting for it to truly come. Then I will be happy. Until I want a bigger ship, like Montana. So that's way down the line, guys. I don't have plans to go hold guys hostage to get me to Montana.
Oh, should have told me instead. Damn it.
I wouldn't even hold them hostage to get you your Alaskan.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
Maybe I can go on a talk plan. That would be useful. Yay. CD. It's a good target.
Oh wait, that's an I-Navy player. You're in a match with another I-Navy player, gunship.
Okay, oh, right. Look at that little boat one. Oh, I need to kill. Get on my way. Yes.
I hate fighter pilots.
Why do you hate
They're
them?
the fighter pilots
I-
are the worst people.
Ouch. What did I do? I play
Prove me
fighters.
wrong. Fighter pilots are the worst.
Are you playing bombers?
I was.
Lucky I had to
Not
go back and
anymore.
reload.
What do you got against fighter pilots? I love playing my fighters.
Because they've made our bombers so weak that it's ridiculous. And they can kill you with one squeeze of the trigger, which is also ridiculous.
What plane were you fighting?
Oh, I'm totally up here. TB3B versus F6F. Asshole.
Ouch. I play the F6F.
Language, Tiffany.
I'm being
Yeah, but
attacked,
against a
gunship.
DB3B is like, you know, it's like that. What's his name? Little Nicky. Adam Sandler playing dodgeball against the little kids.
It's almost terrible landing. But if landed, landing counts.
Well, talk about squeezing defeat from the jaws of victory. Oh my god. This is horrible.
I had one match yesterday with Phantom, and I had to take the PK in and cap the midpoint on this map. This was like for boats. It's like, man,
God, this
it's
sucked.
a
Do we even have...
turn
Oh, that's
around.
right. Every single guy on our team left. Wonderful.
Well, that just means that you got more to carry.
Oh,
You've got more targets. It's a target-rich environment.
yeah, I had to carry the loss. I was just about to bomb one of the best targets, and then the F6F got me just on my bomb run. That was a total waste of a 500 bonus. Ugh.
What the heck was that? Spitfire coming back.
Oh well.
What the heck is that shooting at? Never mind. Did we get any new... There was new maps for the new patch, right? But no new naval maps as far as I can see. There was a plain one.
One,
And then we're
right?
getting that snowy one
We're
back, I
controlling
think,
most of the zones.
for the tanks. That's it.
I don't know.
We're getting a map based in Israel, but I don't know
What we
the
really
other
need to
one.
get back is enduring confrontation. That's what we
Israel
need to get.
and the return of fucking Russian words. Why do you gotta be so hard to pronounce? Volokomans.
You might not like the way they have to pronounce American things either.
What are you talking about, Puyallup?
I was thinking about Helena. Well,
Helena?
Petersburg.
Puyallup?
okay.
All right, I can join your squad if you're done.
I'm playing
Finish with my
4.0,
loss.
would you believe?
You're at 4.0?
Yeah, Gunship abandoned me.
Oh, yeah. I don't have a 4.0
This,
lineup.
this is why I had abandonment issues.
Oh, what a kill.
Oh, Ion wants to.
So
Squad.
Hellcat, this is out
I just need to get best squad.
More effort, and victory will surely be ours.
No, I guess I don't actually have
Yes.
that much against fighter pilots, except I don't like the fact that our bombers have like crappy gunners and our wings are made out of paper and all that stuff because of all the complaining that happens from the arcade fighter pilots.
You see, Debo has recently told me that arcade players ruin everything. And I'm starting to believe him.
I really think that's one thing they could do to Naval, is to enforce RB only. Just to get more people to play Naval RB.
What, just do away with the arcade mode?
Yes.
Attack the C point.
Because, I mean...
Don't
how
you think
hard
that
is
would
it?
like have even less people playing?
No.
I mean, I think that the arcade players should be able to have games. I don't think they should have
The C point.
so much of a caucus that they can make bombers have just no ability to defend themselves.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Landed again. If I can get out and do a few more top kills, I might get this little task done in no time whatsoever. It's actually quite fun playing American PT boats. At least they don't cost 80,000 to repair each, which is kind of handy.
That is a very good point.
That is a very good point.
But I still hate fucking Coastal. I will never ever play Coastal as long as I live.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you play Coastal at 4.0, you actually get into more of destroyer matches, and you can use your PT boats to go after those. And because it's low destroyers, so people are a bit newbie, then you might have a chance to surprise them. Like the 2 people I just killed. I mean, that would not happen in a 6-0, for example, I don't think.
Well, considering, you got the Baltimore at 6-0, of course it's not going to happen. The only way,
But you would still be surprised how many people would play the Baltimore and have it set with the secondaries only for air, so they overlook the fact that a PT boat comes and owns their ass.
Yeah.
I've only had that ever happen once, and that's the only time I ever let it happen.
See, so you're one of them.
It only happened once. And fun fact, that PT boat did not kill me. Because it was an American PT boat, and its torpedoes kind of sucked. So I keep my gunners on both anti-aircraft duties and PT boats. And I tend to switch between the two when I know there's an enemy aircraft in the area.
So you've got F6 Fs, we're taking the B point. Ha! My team is doing wonders. Go on, boys, we can do this.
The victory will be
Well, you got another Navy member on your team.
Oh, that's why then. He's already dead.
Oh, never mind.
He probably did a big thing, and then he just died early. Yeah, see, he got 4,800 points. Did a decent job. He sacrificed himself for the team.
Most of the strategic
I
zones
feel like I
captured.
did that in that last coastal match, but all the rest of my team just decided to go to past the river Styx instead.
She was dead, I think. Okay, where's another ship? I should go over there. Hunt is on. Got AA going. Doe is going inbound. Wait for me! I'm coming! I can do it. I got torps and everything. I'll sneak around the corner here. Dun, 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 dun.
Attack
Oh, that looks good. Ah. Oh no! They activated too late. My propeller is dead. Oh, it was supposed to be glorious and it wasn't.
Oh, you fired him too close.
Yes. I actually thought he was a bit further away.
Did they just go under the ship?
And that's exactly what happened to them.
Mm.
It's even in Italian. The full pizza and everything. I did get terror of the sea or whatever, though, so that was not too bad.
Well, you successfully sunk that rock.
You got terror of the sea in a boat?
I did sunk the rock, that's correct. Which is good, because rocks and islands always sneak up on me.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do. They move.
And then that stupid red warning comes up.
Yeah, that too.
At least you didn't ground your bow up on there and then have somebody blow away your ammo rack.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. That was P-38.
Yes, he was on the other side.
Yeah, he's not actually in the run
not.
squadron.
Yeah, but he does chat here a little bit.
Yeah,
Well, he plays with us. He squads with us a
comes
lot.
with-
He's just
yeah.
not in I-Navy. He's in some ground squadron.
That's correct.
He was in I-Navy, but he was torn between I-Navy and that other squadron.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he says he considers himself members of both squadrons.
Yeah. I think.
Just waiting for the battle. And the wife wants to know stuff, so I'll have to figure that out. Okay. Aha, PD boat time. 8:11. Let's go.
Gunners are searching for airborne targets.
Feel abandoned by Grandpa Gunship.
It's only because the game doesn't want to give us games and playing this awkward little funny strange battle rating. I honestly thought I would never live to the battle ends, so I would like be in for 5 minutes and then die horribly, but somehow I seem to survive a bit longer. Sneak into A here. So 25, Sumner, Friends, whatever. 123K. Even the last name I can't pronounce.
Gunners are searching for airborne targets.
Even got him. Russian is superior. Ooh. Part of the team.
We already know that gunship, that Russia is superior than everything.
Well, they aren't really. It's just in the game a little bit.
The commissar would like to have a word with you.
FYI. Video of
Allied forces have
Heresy.
captured the zone.
Ruth Harris, explain.
What? I'm confused.
What does VOH mean?
Victory or honor? I don't know. Victory or...
A VOT or VOI?
VOH.
Volatile organic ingredients?
There's a few people in the stream that said that, so I don't know what it means. I don't understand
VOI?
this. Yes.
I don't know.
I think it might...
I need to get up to speed with my internet slang.
I mean, as far as you
Streaming
know,
slang.
as far as we know,
As far as we know.
they might be bots. Gunship.
As far as we know, we are a perfectly normal squadron, right?
Our victory is
Because, as far as we know, those people who are saying VOT or VOHFY are probably just bots.
Allied forces have
Could be a
captured the
12-year-old that's just like, hey, this sounds fun.
That could be. I know what you mean. Yeah, sometimes they want to spam stuff.
Dumb stuff.
Any new ships in second div? So no new ships. It's just the order of where the Schornhorst is now underneath. Schornhorst is now what's it called? Wondertan.
The Bonderman?
Yeah, Wondertan.
And the Bunderton is in its own line instead of
Yeah.
leading to the Kaiser.
Yeah.
Gunners are searching for
So it's
airborne
quicker.
targets.
So all the Germans that is crying do not have to cry quite as heavily anymore. It's true though, isn't it?
78 points. I have 78 points. I have just reduced a battleship to like ashes and I have 78 points. Something is not right here.
How far is it away? It's a long way to shoot with no guidance. Surely might come over there. A couple of holes. That's probably gonna be the case. Alright. Time to hang on and start.
Did you get any torp kills?
No, not this time. It's much better than the last game.
Telling you, you gotta get your Makuma out and just spam.
Makuma time. Okay, why not?
Yeah, just spam it.
Mm,
The wall of torpedoes.
the wall of torpedoes. Okay, so I go big navy. And realistic. Hugo, you can go on holiday. And Mogami can go on holiday. And we're just gonna go full tilt. things that can just spawn a lot of torpedo. Actually, the Akizuki is pretty good at that.
When I was trying for that Swift Eel, I was considering just leaving matches unless it was a big open circle. Those were almost as close as you could get to a guarantee of multiple torp kills.
It's also got 16 crew. That will do.
But I felt like that was kind of a douchebag thing to do.
This is cheap torp sparing. Just a couple of destroyers and Mikuma and the PDO2. Does the PT-15 get torps? Yeah, it does. Aha.
Apparently Pedro's hosting another event.
Is he now?
Oh, I was awful in his last event because I don't have tanks, and I just was again food for fighter pilots.
You know what I can't wait for Gunter to do another battleships versus jets.
That was quite
fun.
good, wasn't it? That was quite good.
Because I will be able to do seed operations more efficiently now.
And actually now we got the Scharnhorst in there, right? That would be different.
Yeah.
But also we got all the
It
new
is pretty
planes
good,
with
eh?
all these flipping drop bombs as well. But we can just lower the battle rating a little bit. 8.0 or something like we did before.
God damn it, Gunship, you're ruining my fun. You see, what I was going to do is you had that one guy with the Sieta who was just blowing us out of the skies with his rockets.
I did not come down in the last snowfall. Okay, it's not a snowflake anymore.
You see, what I had plans to do is if you ever did another one of those, you guys had yet another Sieta. I was just gonna do seed.
Yeah.
Do what?
Mavericks. Suppress enemy air defenses. Seed.
What is that? It's just that. Is that like a roll?
Yes.
Oh.
Suppress.
So you would
enemy
just
air
basically
defenses.
just zoom around and try to kill the Sayeta guy.
Yes. I have Mavericks to do it with.
Yeah, it would only take one. So I had a little experiment. I wanted to see if it's possible the Atlanta can be good at automatic anti-air. So I started a custom battle in Saipan with like 10 bots on a side of planes. And once I got into range, which was about 5 or 6K away from the various planes that were flying, I took over the secondary guns, and all I did was click on each plane, X1, and then watch them die. I'd click on the next one, X1, watch it die. So the Atlanta's pretty good as long as you surrender control of pretty much everything, and you're in range.
Okay, don't think we can have the key.
But did you try it against jets though?
Oh no, I was having them with like rank 4 planes, I think. It would be hard to do with jets. I mean, you can't really shoot down jets with guns.
Sure you can.
I mean, I did. I shot down a ton with the Cleveland that day. But
have you seen how the AI gunners really function? Have you seen a level 100 crew?
I have one.
Have you seen a level 100 American crew for Atlanta?
No, but it's got to be good.
I have a level 100 crew for Atlanta. It's glorious.
So you think they can shoot down fast jets? Because
they can.
When I had the Cleveland, I shot down almost everyone that came close to me. But when they were 5 or 6K out, no chance.
The American anti-air defense, when you have a level 100 ace crew, is within 5 or 6 kilometers as you kill them.
Come on, give me a battle.
Even for a supersonic aircraft?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
What do you got? I can show you. I can pull out my level 100 crew. You got a supersonic aircraft.
I don't have a supersonic.
I do.
Yeah, you'd be fighting yourself then. unfortunately.
Yeah, but it is actually a thing.
No, I believe you. I'm just saying I'm impressed because, normally leading is kind of ridiculous at that rate. I mean, you can't even see on your screen, even in wide view, the distance at which you would have to lead. So.
I
My game
honestly
is bugged now.
never manually take control of my anti-aircraft guns. I believe in full-heartedly that my level 100 crews will deal with a threat.
Oh, yeah, I bet they will. You know what I'm wishing is that I could get a level 100 bomber crew and my gunners would actually work before I get killed.
Just restarting my game. It's gone funny.
Yeah. A level 100 H crew can totally kill a supersonic jet going pretty fast.
So how would it be in a bomber? Do you think they'd be able to defend themselves before dying, or would you have to control the gun?
I don't play bombers. To be honest with you, I've never cared for bombers.
Just targets.
You see, the only time I worry about bombers is when I'm playing simulator. Because bombers are fucking scary in simulator.
That's more like reality then.
You see, with simulator, you're controlling everything with a joystick or a virtual joystick. Yeah. And bombers are fucking scary to go against. Because
they have all those guns.
What happens is, like, while you're trying to line up a shot, the player who's controlling that bomber can switch to their gunners and light you up, like it's arcade. They can control their gunners with mouse. You can't.
Hmm.
That's bomb still down there.
I think in the real world, bombers were vulnerable, but only because there'd be like 100 fighters coming after the bombers instead of one,
I don't think it was 100 fighters.
Well, it wasn't one.
It wasn't one, but I'm not sure how many planes actually flew against bomber formation, but I don't think it was that many.
Just think a B-17 with all those 50 cals would be harder to kill than it is in this game.
There you go.
Well, maybe someday I'll actually learn how to survive in a dogfight.
The Germans were, with all those bombing rates that we're having, the Germans were really hurting for
I think they had supply issues.
For planes. The hardest day. Let's see how many German fighters flew on the hardest day.
Alright, corp kills is coming up. If I can get them. Oh, shit. A few torpedoes down the line.
Let's see. Battle of Britain Day. So within. Okay, that's a lot of planes. Damn. So on the Battle of Britain Day, which was the largest air battle over Britain, or which was a large-scale air battle over Britain, correction, it involved 630 British fighter aircraft and 620 German fighters and 500 bombers. So it was.
That's pretty good. Good size there.
And the casualties, the British lost 29 aircraft, 20 destroyed, 21 damaged. Germans lost 61 aircraft that were destroyed, 20 severely damaged. So, the British won.
Oh shit. See, you did it again. You talked and then I'm sailing into a flipping island.
I did.
Distraction
I did.
101. That was
Yep,
completely
that's
your
what we're
fault.
here for.
Yeah.
This is what you get for abandoning me, gunship.
I'm just in a turkey shoot right now.
Mariana?
I'm closing in on 10,000 damage. The PK.
Just scrape the side a little bit. Oh,
Gunship abandoned me, therefore he has to deal with
flipping island.
deal with me talking for long periods of time.
Yes. Distraction 101. Ah. German thing.
Take him down!
I reloaded torpedoes. Yeah.
13,000. PK's not OP.
German BBs, how do we rate those fellas?
Poorly.
Yeah, but if you had to rate them against each other. See, I thought when the
I don't know.
Kaiser came out, it would be the best thing ever, right? And actually turned out to be quite
Our victory is near.
easy to get armor rack, so it wasn't that good.
I think all of them are easy to ammo rack.
Yeah. I quite like the Westfalen in the start, but that's not so good anymore. And the Helgoland. I mean, right
I only
now,
think of
gotta
them
be
in terms
Kaiser,
of as a
Helgoland,
target.
Kaiser, Helgoland, Westfalen, and the Tank. Oh, and the Tank is pretty good.
Yeah, it's easier to kill than any of them, though. That's how I would rate them in terms of ease of killing. Kaiser seems the strongest, but none of them have powerful guns.
That is just... So I've been looking into how many planes would sortie to try and intercept bombers. I'm looking at the bombing of Dresden in 1945. There were...
Well, in 1945, there would have been very little Luftwaffe left.
Yeah, there were 28 Messerschmitt Bf-110s that were actually fielded against a lot of enemy aircraft. A lot of American aircraft, British aircraft.
How many do you think there would have been, say, 1941?
I'm trying to find it.
Should have put an XL booster on this. It's one of these conquest games that's going on for like more than a half hour. Got 14,000 points of damage. 6 kills. I think all of them are people. And I'm basically just sitting here talking. I'm not even paying attention much. Game. Just hiding behind an island and sniping.
Mostly avoiding, when I'm playing in the game, I'm mostly avoiding getting shot at, actually. That's the main thing.
Makuma is an easy kill for a battleship.
Yeah, well, luckily not all the time to buy a battleship. But even for normal cruisers, it's quite...
My Japan game style is come in with the Makuma and a backup Makuma. Spam out all my torps. Shoot at what I can. Get killed. Go up in the H8K. Try to kill something. Land the H8K. Try to cap something. Spam out all my torps in the second Makuma. Try to finish first.
We're gonna hit the island. Hopefully it means you can't do that.
The enemy ship has been torpedoed.
Ooh, I got a torpedo. He's not dead yet, though. Did hit him.
You hit someone with a Mark 93 and it didn't kill him?
Mikuma, yeah, I went, it was Prince Rogan, he went down to 20%.
Wow.
I mean, he might drown. I think
He may
it's
sink.
also-
So maybe the reason why that Prince Eugen survived the 4 Mark 13 American torps that I put into him was because they have superior torpedo protection?
Done.
Yes, Hipper is down. Oh, wait, what was the second one? Definitely killed an Admiral Hipper. Trying to sneak up on a cruiser as much as you can sneak up on a cruiser and another cruiser. I got camouflage, right? So I'm good.
Yep.
Nobody can see green. Time to fly in the little torpedo bomber.
Take him down.
Petra hiding behind the island.
Somebody attack him! Attention to the map.
Fly over Petra. Some smoke out there. You go. It's not very Japanese smoke, but some ships. Did hit him. There's a Krasny Krim there, impenetrable. You can't kill the Krasny Krim. What do we do now? Shimikaze. That sounds like a good one.
They look like little dreadnoughts. Be right back.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
Oh, gunship.
Yes, Pedro.
You complete your task?
No, but I'm getting close.
The enemy ship sank.
Shit. Oh, I am in the Navy Squad 1, okay?
Yeah, I see it.
See you.
Play UK heavy cruiser. Yeah, I could do that. Do that next game.
All right.
Alright, so we're going with this. What do we have there? Light cruiser. Actually, Shimikaze is a pretty fast destroyer. It's not Russian fast, but it's quite reasonable.
Isn't it like the second fastest destroyer out there?
So I found something. I found
I
a
don't have it. I don't have it spaded, but right now I think pretty much stock. It's 65 kilometers now, so it's pretty.
I
Good.
found a source. I found a air raid from 1943 that had over 400 German aircraft involved in it in an interception.
How many bombers?
376 B-17s, 268 P-47s, apparently, sorties, and 191 Spitfire sorties.
I had a guy from Oxford explaining about mosquito the other day on YouTube. It was really interesting.
Imagine how loud that was. Were there any Lancasters too, or was it just B-17s? I'd also be interested to know how many of them came back.
Well, of that bomber raid listed earlier, let's see, 25
Petra.
25 to 27 fighters were lost. The Americans lost 60 bombers, 3 47s, and 2 Spitfires, and had 95 bombers heavily damaged. It was an Allied operation failure.
Hmm.
Good color.
Did it say if they were lost mostly to flak or to the 109s?
I don't know. I would assume that it would probably be.
Torpedo kill. Sneaking in behind the islands. What are we doing for points? Tell? Ooh, behind?
I think it was mostly.
Well, that can be rectified.
Yeah, I think it was mostly the planes.
Yeah, I mean, once you get outside the cover range and all your fighters run out of gas.
This was 1943. The Germans are still on a sugar high from victories.
Sugar high.
And if there were no Mustangs, then they
Yes.
couldn't have escorted them that far, so...
There was P-47s and Spitfires that were sortied.
They didn't have the range. So that's a loss rate of 20%. Right?
I don't know. I just moved off that page. I'm checking to see when. I'm gonna look at the P-51s.
Remember when they first put the Cine cars out, they forgot to put the one turret on it.
Threat in the air. Aircraft out.
Did it send a torpedo? Nice try. But no cigar. Sean Host was on the dev server. I'm on a normal server at the moment. Here we go.
This time, the enemy has
That might be mid for tonight, I think. No, I need to just show the British cruiser. Fire protect system. Probably that. Nearly there. Great Britain. Cruisers. Belfast.
I should get a book about the air raids in World War II.
I'll just do the Southampton. Where did London go? London, choose a crew. Heavy. Got double B spawn.
Apparently, Germany tried to strategically bomb England again in 1944 and failed miserably.
They don't really have a good heavy bomber during that time.
They were fielding Ju-188s.
That's okay, that'll do.
Is one of the ones that were listed.
Not such a heavy bomber.
217s, 188s, 410s, H177A3s. What is the 177A3?
Do they have the altitude and the range to really do a heavy strategic bombing run?
Well, they failed miserably because, you know, the RAF. It was a German failure. The Germans fielded 524 bombers and they lost 329.
Wow.
And the British fielded about 25 squadrons. I'm not sure how many planes are in a squadron. But of that, one aircraft was destroyed in combat, 5 were damaged, 1 was lost to friendly fire, and 22 from other causes.
Was there much flak?
It's Britain and America in World War II, so probably.
I can't imagine that with that kind of a loss rate that it was all from clinking at them with fighters. It must have been a lot of flak.
Probably, and radar. Yeah, it was a failure, a
Gunners are searching
big
for
failure
airborne
on the
and surface
Germans' part,
targets.
which is why they switched to only using V1s and V2s against Britain.
I think they could
That's
shoot
a
down some of
stuff.
those, like the V1s. They could shoot those down with flak.
We have the exact amount of German aircraft that were lost. The Germans lost 270 Junkers Ju-88, 121 Do-217s, 35 Ju-188s, 46 HE-177s, 27 Messerschmitt Me-410s, and 25 Focke-Wulf 190s.
I sometimes wonder if this has to do with them being like basically inexperienced pilot, or
Apart from the first pilots in any nation, right, that soon died off, then there was only inexperienced pilots. Yeah, it was like learn quick or die quick. It was like how it was.
I know the first Japanese pilots were like the best in the business, and then when they all died off, it just never had the advantage again. But we were training pilots like crazy during all that time. Our pilots were just getting better.
Oh, Petro is in this one too.
We're not getting in here.
find this topic interesting now. I need to look into strategic bombing of World War II.
Bombing was a big thing in World War II.
I know, but I've never really
Huge
had an
thing.
interest in it.
Especially the bombing of Japan. I mean, it was devastating.
Oh, hello.
I think I recently had seen somewhere that only days before Hiroshima there was a firebombing of Tokyo with conventional incendiaries that killed more people in a single attack than the Hiroshima bomb did.
See,
And that was just
firebombing.
one of the firebombing missions of many. Of course, Dresden was a similar thing, you know.
Estimates of the firebombing of Tokyo put it to 80,000 and 130,000 civilians killed, and the atomic bombing of Hiroshima totals it from 129,000 to 226,000 killed.
Was that including all the later deaths from radiation and stuff?
Probably not.
Somebody attack him! Attention to the designated grid square!
Yeah, Iwo Jima was instrumental for that.
Yeah, having the base. You can't launch a B-29 from a carrier.
Yeah?
Hey, bro.
Hey, what BR y'all running right now?
Well, Gunship
Well,
abandoned me.
Gunship is in some low, and I got a squad with Ion and RS at 6.7, but we've been waiting 25 minutes. We still haven't gotten in.
Oof. So y'all have 3 different squads going on in one voice chat?
Yeah, I'm just
I'm not sure
doing a
if
bit
I.
of streaming and just playing various things.
I think it's only 2
But if I'm
squads.
just
'cause
on my
I'm
own,
not
then
actually.
it's like a lot quicker to get battles. So.
I'm not playing War Thunder right now because I want to protect Perishkaya Kamuna.
Okay.
I want to kill things with the parish guy at Kamuna, but They're not letting me in. They probably figured I'd killed too many.
Because I need to finish grinding the Vonderton.
Yeah, didn't some guy just finish grinding the Kaiser last night, and then they said, "Oh, you don't need that to get the Scharnhorst."
I wouldn't be surprised if that was Devo.
Maybe it was.
So,
maybe.
I feel like it would be Devo.
I'm still going to play the Kaiser to get the Scharnhorst though, because I think it'll survive better than the Vonderton.
I want to get the Scharnhorst as it's a sleek-looking battleship that isn't from World War One.
I wasn't planning on getting it, but now that it's going to be after the Vonderton, which I already have halfway researched, I might try for it.
I played the Vonderton for a while, but I quit playing it because I just got tired of getting killed and paying the bill.
Yeah. I mean, at least the Vonderton is, like, fast. Westfalen's just shit. Like, I think I have my engine mods maxed out and I only get 19 knots.
I really don't want to play the Vonderton.
I don't
To be
either.
honest.
I just don't have enough armor.
I want to unlock it so that I can, start researching the Scharnhorst. Scharnhorst is really classified as a battle cruiser. It's gonna suck because that won't count toward the 4 battleships I need to get to Commodore.
Oh no!
Disappointing.
Damn! I'm in a torpedo sandwich.
What?
I'm not actually sure if I'm ever. Actually, really close to battleships with 3 nations. I just need to figure out a 4th nation.
Yeah, I'm pretty close in America and Russia, but I have lost all incentive to play naval just because it's so painful right now.
That's why you gotta get a hold of a PK. It's less painful.
You see my kill, man?
Nope.
Got
Sorry.
you.
No, sorry, didn't see your kill. I was fighting this.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
I
I'm
killed
glad you're having fun.
I killed in PT-20 the USS Brooklyn.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I mean, the PT-20 has really good torpedoes, so yeah.
PT-20 1.7.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what BR it is. It has really good torpedoes, so that's kind of what happens.
Which PT boat?
No way, those are good torpedoes. Those are well, I guess it's not Mark 14s.
No,
Mark
they're
13?
the 533 Mark 8s. They have something like 400 kilograms of explosive mass in them.
Which country is that?
Mark 13.
American Coastal PT-20.
Have Torpex.
That's a good torpedo. The usual ones are like 100 kilograms.
Yeah, American ones suck except for PT-20. That's why it's still in my lineup.
It's a 300 kill.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, American torpedoes aren't that good.
Suck.
This guy.
Yeah, until you get to the higher rank ones that are like the.
I think the 811 has a special kind.
The Mark 16s?
I think it's the 16s that are really good, yeah. That are like on the level of long lances.
Mm-hmm.
Take him down.
I need more torps.
Yeah, 533 Mark 16.
Doesn't matter, it's a good kill. I come back, guys.
You want to know what the best American torpedoes are?
Your mom.
No.
Wait, what? Oh, torpedoes.
533 millimeter Mark 35s.
Mark 35s. What are those on?
The Misher. They're modern torpedoes.
Blue water.
How many kilograms of TNT do they have?
Only 200. But isn't the Mark 35 a guided torpedo? Yeah, they're like fixed torpedo tube launchers, which are pretty lame.
But can you actually guide the torps?
They are anti-submarine torpedoes.
Oh, that's not very useful.
I mean, they're
They
acoustic.
go really far though.
But can you guide them?
No. I mean, 8 miles, yeah, but they're still really slow and have shit TNT explosives, so, like,
Hmm.
I prefer a Russian torpedo any
I
day.
tried using those rockets too. They have no range.
It has rockets on it?
The Misher, yeah.
It has anti-submarine rockets.
Oh, yeah, that weird launcher thing. Yeah, I've never bothered with that. Just more ammo that can be exploded.
I'm actually really quite pleased with my Misher
The
skin.
American 4.3 liner might be a little bit interesting after this. It's got the potential of being downside a lot.
I'm looking at my Misher skin that I made, and it actually looks pretty good. For a skin I came up with out of my ass, pretty much. This is a completely
I really
fictional
do not
skin.
want to go and double check now.
Yeah. I take your word that they're
Please
skinned.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But it's a really good looking skin, I think. Have you guys seen it?
Haven't seen it.
No, but if it looks like up your ass, I'm not quite sure I need to.
No.
Yeah, it's like a canal.
Yeah.
Little endoscope needs.
We'll take a rain check on that one.
Someone's already made a Shark Horse camouflage. Teo Storm, of course he did. That's not
Oh,
surprising.
yeah,
The stock Scharnhorst has got pretty nice camo, I think.
If you make one with a German flag going down the side of it and post it, it's going to be super popular.
I'm gonna post this at Music Media and Memes. The Misher skin I made. I actually am quite pleased with it. It's probably not my Bremerton skin in terms of proud, but I'm actually really happy with how it
Well,
looks.
Kami, did you hear what I said to you?
Say again. Put a German flag on the side of it, and we'll go around very.
If you
very
do the
well.
whole stripe, you know, in the German colors along the side of that, even if it's
Talking about the Baltic
fictitious,
stripes.
yeah,
The modern
if you-
colors or the World War II colors?
the modern. If you do that, it's gonna be well downloaded. I'll tell you that.
You know the issue. You guys do know the reason I don't actually like making German Axis skins,
No.
especially for Germany. There's actually a reason behind it. There's too many fucking Axis skins. Well, maybe not so much for Japan, but the fucking Axis, like especially Germany, gets a lot of love. Back when I started skin making, it was pretty much you either had skins for the Germans or the British. There were no American skins back when I started. There weren't any major American skins back when I started skin making.
I think you should just shorten that to when I started skinning. Sounds cooler.
When I started skinning in War
At least you don't call yourself a skinhead.
Doesn't matter. When I started making skins in War Thunder, there were basically no American ones, and I basically was most of the American skins that exist nowadays. I think half of them are mine.
Julian managing very well this
Let's
is
check.
Never mind.
United States.
It's probably me. Really bad.
Okay, there's a lot more American skins these days than there was before.
Okay, yeah, lots of talk. I can't steer.
So how do you end up getting like an actual camo that people can see in game?
You buy one off the market. That's what you do.
Yeah, but if you're a creator of content, how do you put one on the market for sale?
I have
Guardian
no fucking clue.
selects them.
I just Yeah, guys should just randomly pick.
You put them on the normal place where you put them, so they're available to people, and Guardian will now and then pick one out and use that.
Still haven't gotten in.
Okay, there are 33 non-anime light cruiser American skins. Of that,
Oh, someone else got them just before my torpedo landed.
Have you picked up any torp kills?
8 of them are mine.
No, but I've been playing British, so I only got a torp when I jumped in a plane.
You're just stuck with the Makuma.
Well, yeah, but somebody wanted me to play the...
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
See, we're struggling a little bit here.
You just can't seem to get into a
I
game.
got an in-game skin for London, which is quite nice. A bit rusty, but it's nice. It's an in-game one. Most of the skins for naval actually don't cost very much to pick up in the game.
Well, yeah, because no one cares about naval. Also, Germany.
Well, I got some of the German skills, like the one for the grab spade is quite good, and the hipper.
I'm actually really quite pleased with all my skins I've made over the past year.
Doesn't worse when you have something tracked and then it just goes behind an island and then you shoot and then the shell just goes like, yeah, if you care, it's gonna go in some random direction. Okay, there. He has stopped. start shooting down the ships.
I think you lost, don't you?
I think I did. Oh,
I forget I've been watching your stream.
team lost, but I could probably have done better than I did.
He got you for that bad play of the game. I'm gonna give you a
I
dislike.
get the bad player of the game award. Yes, that goes to me.
Or you just hiding behind a rock?
No, I was kind of engaging, but I was a bit preoccupied, I think. Anyway, it's definitely time for me to turn in for the night. I've been up since 5:30 this morning, and it's now nearly midnight, so can kind of feel something is tugging at the eyelids. So yeah, those in the stream, thanks for watching. See you next time.